Hey guys, so I'm back again today. I actually have something so exciting. I finally got my Sigma brushes in the mail. I tracked them in every single city, every single day. I bought the Essentials kit. I think it was, I can't remember, something blush or something like that. So it came with quite a few eye pencils. Like this one's good for gel liner or when you line your bottom lash line. This one is like a concealer brush or cream eyeshadow brush. This one is a pencil brush. This is good for smudging out your bottom lash line or getting really deep into your crease. This one is a eyeliner brush. I also got, for free, I got another one. It's like a travel size eyeliner brush. But this is good for like a gel liner. There's also this one right here. This is good to pack on color on your lid. This one is an angled shader brush. Okay. This one is the E40, I believe. Yeah. This is actually a big fluffy shader brush. This thing is supposed to be just amazing. This one right here is also just a big kind of fluffy shader brush. So this is good, you know, just to kind of blend out some things, working with like pigments and things like that. This was the one that I was so excited and I've been waiting for. This is my F80 Kabuki brush. I have used it once or twice already. It's amazing. Definitely better than the Claire's knockoff brand. But it's super soft. Let me tell you guys, just the feel of these brushes is absolutely phenomenal. They feel so soft. This one is an angled or a tapered Kabuki brush. This one is really good. I've been using that to set my highlighter or my concealer underneath my eyes. Hard to reach places. This one right here is like a stippling brush. That's also good for like blush and just any... Because it's got the duo fiber, it doesn't hold the product or anything. It actually applies it directly to the skin, so it's really, really good for that. This one is an angled contour brush. This is what I use to do my contour with. It works really, really good. It's really good as far as it being angled. It's really good to get in there into that contour line. And then this one is just my big powder brush. I use it for my mineral powder or my translucent powder. These things just feel absolutely amazing. Today, I'm really not going to do something a whole lot different. As I've told y'all before, I'm really, really into all the corals this spring. I'm a little over-obsessed with them. So I'm going to use a little bit of coral today. I'm also going to use some chocolate or some cocoa cream eyeshadow, as well as a loose pigment from Hard Candy. So, like I said, not a whole lot different than a lot of the things that I've really been doing. Now the Sigma brushes, yes, they're phenomenal. But if you're not gonna, you know, be an advanced makeup artist, or if it's not something that you're gonna do, you know, as for like a career or anything like that, definitely save the money and go with your Mary Kay brushes. I mean, they have really, really great brushes. Just for me, I really wanted something a little bit better quality. These are the highest quality you're going to get for the money. And like I said, I mean, they're absolutely amazing. There's nothing wrong with these brushes. I just personally wanted something a little bit different because this is what I am going to do as a career. But all of their brushes are really, really nice, especially after you wash them a couple of times. They get a little bit more softened up, and they're a little bit easier to work with. But I mean, they have really, really great brushes. Of course, these are dirty. I need to wash them. So definitely don't think that you need to go out and purchase these expensive Sigma brushes, which these are actually super, super affordable compared to like something that you would get at the MAC counter or something like that. But I'm going to go ahead and put on my Cocoa cream eyeshadow. And I'm just going to put that just on my lid itself. And this brush really makes this eyeshadow go on super smooth. I have not used any of these brushes yet except for the Kabuki brushes. Those are the only ones that I've used so far. So this will be my first time. Okay. So like I said, just putting that just on the lid itself, that's going to help hold product on there. Okay. Now, as always, I'm using my Sunset Beach Trio. I really, really, really hope that they come out with some kind of actual single eyeshadow like this, because I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm just going to take my E55 brush, and I'm just going to layer that just right there on the inner half. Alright, sorry, it's dinner time in my house and everybody is just being crazy. Alright, so I'm just putting that just on the inner half of my eyelid. And I'm not spraying any kind of finishing spray or anything like that just yet. When I go back and build it up, that's when I will add all of that product. And you want to make sure that you pat when you're working with things like this, that especially if you want a higher pigmentation of it, you want to pat instead of rub, because you don't want to rub the pigment off. So just pat that on there. Okay. Now on the outer half of our eyelid, I'm going to use my dark, like brownish gold color pigment. Now with that, I'm just going to use the same brush I was just using. Actually, I think I'm going to use my cream eyeshadow brush, because it does kind of hold on to the pigments a little bit better. And I'm just going to pack that right out there on the outer corner, on the outer half of that eyelid. And that's, of course, going to darken it up. But this also has some shimmer in it, so it's going to be really, really pretty. Alright, just packing that on. Not going to swipe it. Don't want to take off that product. So we're just going to pat it on just like that. Now, just a little tip and trick. Doing this first and then going in with your like your crease color or your transition color, even though it seems like it's a little bit backwards, because you're going to have to reapply, it'll give you that base that you need, so that you can tell how much more you're going to need to apply, so that you don't overdo it. Okay, so now I'm just going to go in with my big E40, I believe. Yes, my E40 tapered blending brush. And I'm going to take the, first I'm going to take this, I can't remember the name of this pinkish color. I'm going to layer it. So I'm going to do the pink first, just kind of as a transition color. And this brush really is super soft, and it really gets into that crease really good. Like I said, this is just a really faint light pink. I don't really want the pink in it to pick up a whole lot. So we're going to put a little bit of the honey spice on top of it as well. But this is going to give you a lot of depth and dimension, like I always like to go for. So it's not just real bland. Okay, so then go in with your honey spice right after that. And then just put that over the top of what you just did. And so that's going to tone down that pink and make it look almost like a corally, a light corally color. Okay. I'm like so obsessed with these brushes, like I don't even want to get them dirty. I know that sounds retarded. Alright, so now I'm just going to go in and I'm going to take this pencil brush because I like to be able to get really deep in there and be really precise. So now I'm going to take Truffle, which is that dark brown that I always use, that one right there. And I'm going to work that right here on the outer corner and up into my crease. Now don't worry about it being messy or sloppy because you're going to go back in and blend everything out. But you just want to go ahead and get that started so that you have product to work with. Alright, so just carving out that V right there. And for you ladies that have hooded eyes, I've been doing a little bit of research and learning different techniques for people that have hooded eyes. And that is where this part of the eye actually comes over the eyelid so you don't really see. I mean, you could do all of these amazing things to your eyelids, but once you open your eyes, it's all gone. So what you're going to want to do is you're actually going to want to go up above your actual rolled crease, and you're going to make one of your own right up here on this bone right above your eyelid. So, okay, now that I've gotten that brown in there, now I'm just going to take my E40 and I'm just going to work that in and blend it out really well and make all of those colors just kind of marry in together. And this way you can go in and you can darken up, you can make it more dramatic. If you need to take away, you can. But this is the way I like to do it. I really like to darken everything up a little as I go. Alright, now I'm just taking a matte shade and just darkening up that V a little bit. And yes, I am a shimmery person, but the more that I keep learning is not to go overboard with your shimmery colors, which is really hard for me. And it's going to take a while for me to learn not to do that. But I'm willing to learn and I'm willing to try some new things. don't really want to learn how to not have shimmer because that is something that I am like obsessed with, uber bad. So, okay, so now I'm going to I have an angled, where did it go? There it is. This one is just an angled blending brush. And I'm going to go in with this goldish colored. Actually, I kind of like this color right here. It's almost like my skin tone. So let's do that one. Up here in the crease. Or up here below my brow bone. You always want to make sure you have some kind of highlighter color because that's going to make your eyes look a lot more open and awake. As well as doing your inner corner, your tear duct. That as well is going to help open up the eyes and give you the illusion of having a well-rested night, which we all know if you are a mom that does not happen all that often. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that right there. I will probably have to touch it up after we do our foundation. But now I'm going to just go back in and I'm going to use more of that, where did it go? Well, maybe I won't use more of my eyeshadow trio. There it is. Okay, so I'm just going to go back in and brighten up that coral color because, as I said, I love it. So just spray it just a little bit, or you can use eye drops. I like our makeup setting spray so much. I think it works great. I've never tried the Fix Plus from MAC, so I don't know how well it works. I'm sure it's great. So you can use that as well. And just putting that back down where we put it and making it come a little bit over that deep brown that we put down. And this is going to give a nice transition into that brown color. Like I said, do not swish it, just pat it. Making sure my lines are even. Okay. Now for eyeliner. Alright, so y'all are going to have to be patient with me because this is my very first time to use this brush. Usually I use an angled brush. We're going to see how this goes. I may be better at the angled brush than I am at this little tip right here. So. Oh, wow. Alright, this actually makes it go on super, super smooth. I'm really loving this brush right now. It's a really, really soft, and it doesn't actually get caught or stuck like my other one does. I'm really, really loving that. Alright, so, and if you're anything like me, cleaning it up with a makeup removing cloth is like a super duper easy way. You can also take tape. I've seen a lot of girls on YouTube doing that. That's actually really, really good idea if you have the time. It's also really good to make your cat eye if you want to just use like a black eyeshadow or a dark eyeshadow, and put the piece of tape right here along your line and then put your dark color on that tape and blend it in. Makes a great cat eye. I have done it before. I will do a tutorial on that as well if you want. Alright, so now I'm just going to move on to my foundation. I'm taking my Sigma F80 Kabuki brush. Y'all, I'm serious. Like, I can't even tell you how amazing this brush is. Like, seriously, it gives like that flawless finish, like airbrushed finish. I don't really like, I did get this in my kit. It's just a paddle brush. It's what a lot of people put on their liquid foundation with. I started not really liking that. I really did at first when I used Clinique. But times have changed. And so now I noticed that like it started leaving streaks. Like I was painting it onto my face. This really does buff it into your skin and make it so flawless looking and just absolutely gorgeous. And even though I'm using such a light foundation, you know, CC Cream is not a full coverage foundation, but I really do think that the brush really, really, really does help. Okay, so now I'm going to put y'all on pause while I do this step. I'm just taking my makeup remover wipes and I'm going to clean up my eyeliner real quick. So hold on just 1 second. Okay, so I just went in and I cleaned up my eyeliner a little bit. I also put my highlighting pen in the upside down triangle all the way back to my temples. I just went ahead and did it without you guys because y'all have seen me do it millions of times, or however many videos I've ever had. Alright, so now I'm just going to line my waterline, and I know y'all have seen this as well, but okay. Now I'm going to take my angled contour brush and I'm just going to take some of my bronzer. Make the fishy face. That's going to give you your lime. Alright, and just run it down that contour line and blend it out. Again, on the other side, I'm telling you guys, this brush basically does it for you. It's a lot easier than having to pinch your blush brush and use it that way. I mean, it's the perfect shape to do your contour with without having to, I mean, it's just effortless. Alright, now the forehead. Make sure when you contour, you always run it down around your chin area and also some down your neck. Okay. Now I will use my E50, my dual fiber brush, and I'm going to go ahead and pick a corally kind of blush for this. And then I'm just going to put that right there on the apples of my cheeks and just work it back. Like I said, this brush really does a good job of transferring the product from the brush to your skin. You know, I mean, there are a lot of brushes that when you go to use it, you put the product on the brush and it just kind of you feel like it just never leaves the brush. Okay, so there is our blush. And now I'm just going to pop on some mascara. I'm telling you, girls, I love that brush for the eyeliner. I really didn't think I was going to be able to work with a brush that small. But it really does a great job of lining, just absolutely precise. Okay, and then I'm going to go in, if I could find my bag. Where's my bag? Alright. No, this is not Mary Kay. It is my Fergie highlighter. I am absolutely obsessed with this highlighter. I'm going to use my dual fiber brush again, and I'm just going to put that right there along the tops of my cheeks to give me that glow. Temples as well. Also going to take my finger and put some right there on my Cupid's bow as well. Okay. Now, I'm going to use my lip crayon. I believe this one is Coral Me Crazy. Hold on. Okay, so I've already put on my Coral Me Crazy lip crayon and my Poppy Love lip jelly. Girls, if you do not have this in your life right now, you need to get it. Because let me tell you, it is just the most gorgeous color. I am so in love with it right now. I'm going to go ahead. My eyebrows are looking kind of janky. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in my eyebrows. And I also picked up another little tip. If you will put in on the inner corner of your eyebrows a lighter shade, like a light brown, if you are brunette, put in a lighter color brown on the inner corners of your eyebrows. It will look a lot more natural. I have deep, dark, almost black eyebrows, so I really don't have that problem. And then just run through it with the brush. And that is it, ladies. Like I said, I would not worry too much about buying these brushes if you are not someone who is going to be really into doing makeup on a daily basis, doing clients or anything like that. It's just not something that I personally think every person needs. I'm going to go ahead and use my angled brush. Like I said, I was going to have to brighten this up a little bit. I'm just going to put that right in there on my tear duct. Like I said, the Mary Kay brushes are wonderful for everyday use. And anyone that is not going to be doing makeup as a profession. I do not have any kind of certifications or anything like that. I hope to have one as soon as possible. I am just telling you what I know that works for me personally. But I'm hoping, because I learn a lot from people on YouTube and things like that, I'm hoping some of the things that I say will help some people out there. If you have any certain looks that you would like to see. I know I'm a little obsessive over the coral colors right now, but I am open to pretty much anything. As a matter of fact, I have a great color I'm going to try probably, hopefully tomorrow, if I get time to. So this is the final look. I did not do a huge winged eye. Like I said, the pigment out in the corner did not turn out like really super overly shimmery, which is not what I wanted. I did not want something overly shimmery. But putting that matte color on the crease really did give it a little bit of dimension and a little bit of a change, something different than what I usually do. And as you can see, the highlighter on the cheekbones and the, I just cannot tell you enough how much I am in love with these. If you want to do makeup, if that is something that you're wanting to do all the time, this is a really, really good investment. Now they have much bigger kits. This one personally just fit my budget at the time and was a lot of the things that I needed for right now. Now the kabuki brushes did not come in the kits. I had to buy those separately. But if you have any questions, or if you have a look that you would like to know how to do, or me to explain a little bit more or elaborate more on a certain look, please leave your comments down below. I will leave my link to my website. So yeah, just leave me a comment. Any questions or anything, give me a thumbs up, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.